Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the live. Welcome, 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 welcome. Happy Wednesday to you, wherever you are. And welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Today we're talking about how the mind of the empath is conditioned and how to overcome the conditioned mind. How the mind of the empath was conditioned through narcissistic abuse and how to overcome the conditioned mind. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you wherever you are. This is going to be a powerful transmission, so come on in. Greetings, 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 and tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Greetings, greetings. Dan, greetings, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Today we're talking about the mind, how to win back your mind, how narcissistic abuse programs the mind of an empath, and how you win it back. So come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. Happy fun day to you wherever you are. Happy fun day, happy Wednesday. Wherever you are in this world, on this planet, wherever you are, if you want to win your mind back, then this is the place to be. Because today we're going deep into how the mind of an empath is conditioned under narcissistic abuse and how to win back that mind. So that's what we're going into today. So welcome in, come on in, tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Come on in. Hi, Tiffany. Come on in. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. It's going to be a very potent transmission about the mind and winning the mind back. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Hope. Hi, Wingsley. Come on in. This is what we're talking about today. This is pure Weissman's doctrine, as my brother Steel Pulse would say. The one and only David Hines from Birmingham. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking today about how the mind of the empath was conditioned and how to win it back. How the mind of the empath was conditioned and how to win it back. So let's get started. You see, most people, the most destabilizing moment for an empath is not realizing that you were abused. It is realizing that the voice in your head is not neutral. The voice in your head is not neutral. Because most people assume that thoughts are private, thoughts are personal, and thoughts are self-generated. The reality is they are not, because thoughts are relational. Thoughts emerge from conditions, whether they are familial, whether they are cultural, whether they are linguistic, whether they are emotional or symbolic. And for an empath or highly sensitive person raised in narcissistic systems, these empaths, me included, do not merely adapt emotionally. We internalize the logic of the system itself, and the mind becomes the site of governance. This is why you might say to yourself sometimes things like, I don't trust my perception. I overthink everything. I feel like I'm always wrong. Am I the narcissist? Are they the narcissist? I don't know who I am without reacting. These are not personality flaws. They are symptoms of a conditioned cognition, a conditioned mind. So today we're not just talking about healing wounds. We're talking about seeing the mechanism that created the wounds. Because insight, awareness, not effort, is what begins to actually dissolve your conditioning. So now let me go into the architecture of conditioning, how that happens. You see, classical psychology frames conditioning as behavior modification. And in fact, there's something more disturbing that's revealed, but it's also very liberating. That conditioning happens before belief, before choice, and often before language. Thank you. So the empath learns early, me included, which emotions are allowed, which questions are punished, and which truths destabilize attachment. And that registers as anticipation. Narcissistic systems rely on variable reinforcement, which is a pattern first studied in depth by psychologists. Unpredictable reward produces hypervigilance because you're not sure whether you're on the good side or bad side. It introduces obsession. Are they thinking about me? Am I doing enough? It introduces self-blame. Maybe it's my fault. And then this kind of ruminative cognitive fixation. But the empath doesn't ask themselves if this is healthy. The question the empath will usually ask is, what did I do wrong? Am I wrong? I did something wrong. That is the hallmark of conditioning. The system is never questioned. It's the self that's questioned. But the truth is, the brain does not seek truth. The brain seeks prediction. In fact, in neuroscience, particularly with predictive processing models, it shows that the brain constructs reality through inference. The brain doesn't construct reality through accuracy. It constructs reality through inference, meaning that it minimizes uncertainty, not suffering, which is why you keep going back to the same archetypes over and over again. So when you're raised in narcissistic chaos, the brain learns that things that are calm are suspicious because you're used to chaos. That when stability comes, means punishment is about to follow. And when things are neutral, it is unsafe. This is the conditioning that we live with after coming out of narcissistic or during narcissistic abuse. The consequences to the mind or the brain is long-term exposure to this kind of trauma produces a lot of fear in the amygdala. There's this threat amplification, right? This is why insight alone doesn't stop the intrusive thoughts. Has anybody had intrusive thoughts after narcissistic abuse or during narcissistic abuse? And this is why the thoughts are predictive habits, not conscious choices. Now, when we come into how abuse works as a messaging mechanism, political theorists have long understood that domination does not require force. It simply requires control of meaning. And narcissistic abuse mirrors propaganda systems by doing the following: narrowing the interpretive frame. He who controls the story and the interpretation controls the whole enchilada. By punishing dissent. If you speak up, you get smacked down. By rewriting history through lies, smear campaigns, etc. And by isolating alternative viewpoints. So the empath internalizes the system's voice and begins to police themselves. This is what happens. This is why survivors from narcissistic abuse would often say, I'm still thinking about them, or why am I always thinking about them, or why am I bothered by what they do? Because power was transferred from you to the narcissist internally. This is what happens. And when you give away your power consciously and unconsciously, you are in the place of realizing that you are the conditioned one. For example, in early Buddhist analysis, suffering does not come from events. It comes from unseen causal chains, because thoughts arise and thoughts are conditioned by what you're exposed to, what you feel, what you desire, and what you identify with. And narcissistic systems exploit this by engineering conditions that keep you wanting more and being afraid. So the point is, your liberation from narcissistic abuse does not require new beliefs. It requires seeing the whole chain of conditioning and the spell work while it's working. That's why it's important to become an observer during narcissistic abuse, because It is the way you rebel. It's the way you begin to see the game, because narcissistic abuse is so genius. You have to observe it over a long period of time before you actually understand what is happening. That's how disruptive narcissistic abuse is. You see? So to go even further, I want to talk a little bit about the spells that are cast on the mind. Because in esoteric traditions, imagination is not fantasy. It is your imagination that shapes your reality, Kim Sudan. So a spell is sustained through repetition, through the emotional charge, and through symbolic reference. And narcissistic abuse installs symbolic identities, such as you're too much, you're not good enough, you're the problem. Without me, you're nothing. You're not as good as them. Be more like your sister. Be like your brother. These are not insults. These are spells. They are ontological claims. And the spell breaks not through confrontation, but through the withdrawal of belief and attention. That's how you take it back. Because what no longer receives energy has to collapse. What no longer receives energy has to collapse. You see? So whatever you no longer give energy to has to collapse. It cannot sustain itself. This is the truth. So let me go even further and talk a little bit about awareness. When awareness turns back on thought itself, a rapture occurs. Think about this. How many times have you observed your own thoughts? Because when you go into awareness, you realize that thoughts arise, that it connects with an emotional surge. That's how you form a narrative. But you don't have to believe this mechanism. You don't have to believe every thought. The mind creates between 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. And I dare say 95% of those thoughts are conditioned. They're not yours. So when you realize that you're not detached from life, you begin to release this compulsory identification with your thoughts, that you must believe every thought that comes into your mind. And when you start to do this, your nervous system starts to calibrate. Silence becomes safe. Greetings. You see? And you become very clear. And you realize that you were programmed with words that were designed to make you act against yourself. The whole purpose of narcissistic abuse is to turn you into your own enemy. It's to turn your mind against you. And the way your mind is turned against you is not by a machine or instrument. It's through the mechanism of gaslighting, creating doubt and lying. Because when you're gaslit and you're lied upon and you're bullied, you create a lot of oxytocin. You create a lot of stress hormones. And when you have those stress hormones created in you, it reduces the ability for your brain to think rationally. Why? Because you're always in fear. And when you are in fear, you are the perfect energy to be harvested by the parasitic narcissist. When you're dysregulated, you are the perfect host for a parasitic system. Because a mind that is distracted, a mind that is tired cannot awaken. The only way to truly awaken is to have a mind that is clear, that is silent, that is still. That's why when you're with a narcissist, they always create chaos. Because what does chaos do to you? When you're with a narcissist, they always create arguments. What do arguments do to you? When you're with a narcissist, they always project it on you, so you become defensive. What does being defensive do to you? All of this block you from taking the steps that are necessary to move forward. And from an occultic perspective, when the narcissist is able to energetically block you, they're able to siphon your energy for themselves. And the reason why the narcissist has to siphon your energy is because there's no one home. The narcissist is a false person. And short of the narcissist locking you up in your basement, what they do is they energetically and chemically lock up your mind. And they lock up your mind through insinuations. Use books. They lock up your mind through the promise of a future that will be amazing, future faking. They lock up your mind by making you feel guilty for them. They lock up your mind by making you dependent on helping them. They lock up your mind by making sure you're consumed by them all the time. They lock up your mind by infesting your imagination with drama so you cannot think about your purpose. They lock up your mind by imitating you. They lock up your mind by dressing like you. They lock up your mind by using the words you use. They lock up your mind by using your name. They lock up your mind by doing the things you do. You see the misplaced admiration there? And they transfer their low self-esteem to you. That's why you go through this Jedi framework where you think there's something wrong with you. But there's nothing wrong with you. The feelings of inadequacy you feel are projections from the narcissist. You see, the narcissist is a merchant in inversion. Anything that if the narcissist says plus, they mean minus. So when the narcissist makes you feel like you're not good enough, what they're actually confessing is, I am not good enough. How dare you act like you're good enough? When the narcissist tells you you can't do that, what they're telling you is, I can't do it. Why can you? And why should you? This is what they do. Anything that the narcissist says to you is a projection of their own inadequacies. And the narcissist is the master, Jedi master, in projecting this onto you. And the reason why you believe it is because the narcissist primarily focuses on conditioning your mind. The narcissist, I don't care if it's a teenager, an adult, an old person, they are the narcissist is extremely intelligent. The narcissists in your life are extremely intelligent. The difference in the intelligence of a narcissist compared to an empath is the narcissist's intelligence is used for evil control. So they can feel the lack of a person within them. Whereas the empath's intelligence comes from intuition, comes from the clairsentience, clairaudient. You see? So the narcissist's intelligence is also based on monitoring you. That's why the narcissist is a monitoring spirit, whereas the empath knows by intuition. You see the difference? Angel intelligence, Dawn Marie, but they flip it. When the narcissist accuses you of cheating, they are cheating. If the narcissist discards you, it's because they can sense you're going to discard them. If the narcissist fights with you, it's because you're too peaceful for them, and your peace disturbs their demons. So the way the narcissist gets you is by ensuring that you have a mind that is totally outsourced to them. And when your mind is outsourced to the narcissist, who is your purpose outsourced to? Them. Everything about you is in service of the narcissist. That's why being in narcissistic abuse is tantamount to being in the hell realm under spiritual slavery. Who am I talking? If I'm talking to you, please type transform in the comment section. I don't think I'm talking to you today. Somebody let me know I'm talking to you. Somebody let me know I'm talking to you, because I'm giving you the information. I'm telling you how the narcissists are masters at mind control. The narcissist is the biggest master of mind control. You cannot beat the narcissist at mind control. The narcissist is the biggest agent of peddling in your chemicals within you. Because what the narcissist does is the narcissist is a sorcerer. The narcissist is an archon. The narcissist is not a person. The person, the narcissist, was traumatized out. So they're an empty vessel for demonic attachments. And I'm not speaking religion. I'm just speaking facts, science, and spirituality. This is what they do. So when you're with a narcissist, your mind is not your mind. Your mind is hijacked by the narcissist. That's why you think about them. And you're thinking about them because they're thinking about you. You dream about them because they are astral projecting to you. I'm telling you, these narcissists are sorcerers. And I don't care if they're from Norway or Sweden or Kenya or Mongolia. They are all sorcerers. All of them are Jezebels. You said it. It's the Jezebel spirit, Jasmine. That's exactly it. They're all the same. Don't you find it interesting that narcissistic abuse, the traits of narcissistic abuse are the same regardless of national origin, location, and culture? Because it's a demonic entity, and that's the entity that runs the world right now. So when you wake up from narcissistic abuse, it's to wake up from mind control. It's to wake up from the way the world works. Who am I talking to you? Am I just talking to myself? Tell me. To wake up from narcissistic abuse is to wake up from cult control, from mind control. And to wake up from narcissistic abuse is to have the privilege of knowing that the universe wants you to save yourself. Because no one can save you, Himison. The universe is giving you an opportunity to save yourself. So you don't get taken away by the floods. You don't get taken away by the things dropping out of the sky. You don't get taken away by the frequencies coming out of the earth. You don't get taken away by this ocean. This is an ocean, you know. We are in the middle of an ocean. Did you know that? Like being in the womb is being in the ocean. We are in the ocean. This is about energetic siphoning. This is about energy harvestation, Tiffany. They can't keep it up. I know what happened, Tiffany. You see, and Tiffany, they just want you to lose your mind so that you don't connect to your highest intelligence. And I know how intelligent you are, Tiffany, how wise you are, how soulful you are. And the narcissists want all of this. If you knew how much the narcissist depended on you, you would be so surprised. You would actually begin to see your true value. You begin to reconnect to your energy by acknowledging you've been abused and by going silent. And then you forgive, and then you release, then you surrender. I'm simplifying to you, Himison. And if you want to know more, book a free session with me at innermileage.com. I'm telling you this is what the narcissists do. And when you wake up from narcissistic abuse in your personal life, is to wake up to your divine assignment. And I know somebody might say, but who am I? That can't be me. This is you. This is you. Forgiveness is impossible for the average person, Dawn Marie. That's why it's the highest virtue. Because when you forgive, you allow yourself to be authentic. When you forgive, you release the things the shackles that hold you back. When you forgive, when you forgive another person, you're also forgiving yourself for being imperfect. That's why you get allowed to have one or two bad habits. Wink, wink. You're being an empath doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but it means you have to be pure in heart. And the universe puts us through the trials of narcissistic abuse because the universe wants us to go through suffering beyond the shadow of a doubt, so that when our assignment begins, we can empathize with people's suffering and we can show people the way out of their suffering. That is the purpose of your suffering. There is no other purpose to your suffering except to help other people end their suffering. That's why I suffered. And remember, unlike in the Sistine Chapel where good and evil is a hierarchy, in the spirit world, good and evil is a continuum. Because guess what? Darkness is necessary for lights to shine. So that's the utility of darkness. Narcissism is necessary for an empath to arise. That is the utility of narcissism. Poverty is a necessary condition for you to value and heal your money wound so you get to abundance. I don't understand your question, Zuni Buffalo. You better ask it a different way. I don't understand your question. This is what happens. This is what happens. So suffering, when you get tired of suffering, is when you begin to look up to the hills from whence cometh your help. When you get tired of the matrix, you look up and say enough. And it's when you say enough that your suffering begins to end, Tiffany. Yes, Honeyman, you're right. Life is about suffering and growing. And growing so other people know what it means to grow. That's it. There's no other purpose. Everything is a loop to make billions and trillions, and then what else? You wake up, you have a bath, you shower, you meditate, you work out, you go to work, you have dinner, and you spend time with your loved ones, and you go to bed, and you do it again every day for 50, 60, 70 years, and then what else? And what's the purpose of all this? To what end? There is no purpose except love. The only purpose is to wake up to love and be loved and then feel the experience of love in the hell realm. That's why it's difficult, because you're waking up in hell. If someone was to say you're not growing and a person does not see you good, who is the one? Honeyman, Zuni, Buffalo, I'm going to tell you the truth with a lot of love and respect. When you are starting to wake up, other people's opinions are irrelevant. You don't seek external validation. You take constructive feedback. So when you're still looking at other people's, because the person you're looking for validation also seeks validation from someone else. And that other person also seeks validation from someone else. And that person also seeks, do you want me to keep going? When you understand this, you retire from that business of validation. I know it's hard. It's hard because we want people to love us and like us. And it takes a long time for you to actually realize that your opinion is the most important. Not narcissistically, but to realize that you are the source. Come on. You are the source. That you don't know that you are the source doesn't change the reality that you are the source. That you don't believe in gravity does not change the fact that gravity is gravity. Everything begins and ends with I. There's no beginning and end in a circle, and everything is circular. So where is the source? Where is the black hole? Where is the black hole? And you don't understand and find the black hole until you suffer with the reality, which is an endless loop. And you realize the futility of the loop. That's why I'm so grateful for all the narcissists that showed up in my life, all of them. The pain is incredible. I lost everything, just like you. I lost everything to gain myself, my not self. To begin to understand that I and I is the source. And the source is hidden in I and I. The source is hidden right here. So where are you, source? Where are you? Show me who you are. Where are you? Who am I talking to? If I'm talking to you, type transform in the comment section. You are the source. I am here to tell you, hear ye, hear ye. This man in Seattle with his dreadlocks, Dr. Nana Gyesie, this brother of yours, this I am you, is telling you, you are the source. You are the source. You are the source, whether you know it or not. Whether you know gravity or not doesn't change the fact of gravity. Whether you can see Wi-Fi or not does not change the fact of the reality of Wi-Fi. Can you see Wi-Fi? Can you see Bluetooth? And then you have questions about your spirit guides. You cannot see Bluetooth. You cannot see Wi-Fi. Yet you're worried about the world unseen. There is more unseen than seen. And I'm talking about connecting to the unseen in the silence of your heart, a heart that forgives. Because when you find, you're in Pacific, I'm in Seattle. Where are you here? Use books. Where in the region are you? Hopefully you're not flooded. You know, those floods came from Chief Seattle and people like that, you know. But I'm sorry for those who are suffering in the floods, and I send you healing and recovery. Hopefully your insurance policies cover you and you get the help that you need. But back to the point. Oregon. I was just in Oregon last week. I taught a Buddhist class at the Portland Insight. No, not Portland Insight. The Pacific Northwest Meditation Center in Portland. I was just there on Saturday. It's a wonderful city. But to the point, you are the source. You are the source. I am the source. You see, when you go to a concert, everybody's going, hey, oh, all right. You experience what it means to become unified. You're at a soccer game. You're singing the national anthem. You're at a funeral. You're at church. Because we are one. There's 8 billion of us with 8 billion stories. Those stories are part of the cosmic drama for the source to see. If I can hide myself, can I find myself? It's a Rubik's Cube. This is a cosmic game. There's no other point but love. It's a cosmic Rubik's Cube to see if source can find itself, because source is a fractal. It's a mathematical fractal. It just keeps repeating. So the game that source plays with itself is, if I hide people in the hell realm, can they find their way to heaven to prove that they are the source? So I prove to myself that I am. Oh, I just said something. I'm losing my voice. You please tell me I'm talking to you. And if I'm talking to you, type transform. Come on, people. You got to tell me, because these words are just coming to me. So you let me know if I'm just making this up. I'm speaking to you from what's coming to me. And I want to know if it's connecting with you, if you're doing my job as a messenger. You see, I'm giving you the information as it's coming to me. There is no other point. This is a cosmic joke, Michael. Michael, I. This is a cosmic joke. I need to play some burning spear. I need door peep in my life. This is what it is. So the whole point is, there is no point except love. We are caught in a cosmic drama. What's the point of anything? Can you tell me the point of your life until you find your purpose? There's no point. We make our life so self-important. There is no point. The only point is love. That's it. There is no other point. What's the point? What is the point? You see, the point is for us to become lights unto each other. Just like the cells in the body. The good cells want to find other good cells. That's it. And when the good cells find each other, what do? They heal the body. So similarly, when an empath awakens and finds other empaths, that is a healing at the mega level. Because at the mega level, you and I are just cells. Us above, so below. Or as the great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh would say, the cloud is my lunch. Think about it. The cloud is my lunch. How does a cloud become your lunch? Because without rain, there is no lunch. You get what I'm saying? You have to see how you're connected to everything. You are connected to everything because you are everything, just like I am connected to everything, and I am nothing and everything. You see, this is the whole kit and caboodle. So the point is, there is no point to life except to uplift each other. You understand? That's the only point. And when you understand that, you lose the ego. Come on, tell me if I'm talking to you. This is burning spear, dry and heavy. Woo! The wood dry, but it's still heavy. The wood dry, but it's still heavy. Dry. This is burning spear. Where is your burning spear? Where is your burning spear? You better know there is no point to life but love. And you, an empath, are a lighthouse of love to let the demons trapped in the hell realm know that love is possible. That's why you suffer. That's why I suffer. Because when you suffer, you cannot judge somebody suffering. When you suffer, you will not judge somebody being ignorant. When you have lost everything, you will not make fun of people who lose everything. You have compassion. And then people come to you to seek help from their suffering, from their prisons, from the prison of being in the third dimension. I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is not for the faint of heart. This is only for the warriors. This is only for the warriors. Where are my warriors? If you're a warrior, type in here, I am an inner mileage warrior. I am a warrior, a spiritual warrior. You better know. Look at me. This is a spiritual warrior talking to you. Yeah. Sing it. School days. School days. He's father. Sing it. This is burning spear. You better understand who you are as a warrior. Where are my warriors? Where are my warriors? Where are you? Yes, where are my warriors of love? Where are you? Call yourself a warrior. Summon the warrior within you. Even if you're at work, do it silently. Where are you? Where are my warriors? Where are you? Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Bachline. Big up Wingsleep. Big up Martizi. Big up Mary. Big up her used books. Big up Tiffany. Big up yourselves. Medea. Big sister Diane. Why I say? This is what it is. Pure warrior vibes. This is not poetry. You better know this. You better know it. Because no one can tell you, and whatever you tell yourself is the truth. You will make it true. Whatever you tell yourself is the truth. You understand? Because just see and know. Because just see and know. Oh, I need some. This is what we're talking about. We are this is our incantations. May all the seen and unseen guides join us in this incantation. You understand? This is what it's about. This is what it's about. Know who you are. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I'm asking you. Who are you? Who are you? You better know who you are. You better know who you are. Know who you are. Yeah. So, folks, this is the message today. I am Sword. This is the message. This is the message. This is the message. So, may the mother light your way. May the mother light your way. May the mother light your way. May the mother free us all. May the mother heal us all. May the mother make us abundant. And if I can be of help to you, book a free session with me at innermileage.com. May Jaja light your way like Jaja is lighting my way. May your way be lit. Obamankume, Odapajan, Osunoe, Obamankume, Odapajan, Osunoe, that's an Aboriginal chant. You understand? Yes, I have pumpkin rice. Yes, healing waters flow. Receive, Tiffany, blessed love. I'm so sorry, Matizi, that this happened to you. We are in this together, healing ourselves one person at a time. Let's lift each other up with love. Even though it's easy to be cynical and jaded and hateful, just remember, love is so potent. It demands so much from you, which is why everybody avoids it. We pretend love, we act love, but to embody love, that's something different. And that's what we're talking about here, about embodying love. You see, embodying love. Because when you embody love, when you truly embody love, you will chant a psalm a day. When you embody love, you will chant a psalm a day. You will chant a psalm a day. I'm telling you something. You will chant a psalm a day. Woo! You will chant a psalm a day. You will chant a psalm a day. You will chant a psalm a day. This is Chant a Psalm a Day by Steel Pulse. As I offer you this energetic offering to free you. Rejoice, rejoice. Purpose and jumping out that country, no. So blow away your blue spirit. Woo! Whoso in tears shall reap in joy. Wise man's God. Whoso in tears shall reap in joy. No more stumbling blocks, backstabbers, get down. Disciples of Lucifer, get back. In your hands lies your destination. The book of true life, you hold the key. Mystical powers to you unfold. Mystical powers. Get behind me, Satan. Chat. Woo! Come on! You want the world! Chant a Psalm by Steel Pulse. You have to know this. I'm telling you. Who am I talking to? Attract the angels in your dreams and your prayers. This is Chant a Psalm by Steel Pulse. You see what I'm telling you? You are the source. You are the source. When pressure drop, it cannot conquer dread. Pressure can't conquer dread. No pressure can conquer dread. Whether you have dreadlocks or not, you are in my dread. That's what an empath is. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me, Satan. Chant a psalm. Woo! Chant a psalm. Big up Chicken George. This is the message. This is the message. Chant, chant. Samson did. Elijah, he did. Solomon, he did. God of King David. John the Baptist. I'm telling you, this is the message. So, folks, I want to wish you good energy. We'll be back here on Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Yes? Respect. One love. Jah love. Jah love.